Hello, everybody. It's me again, your boy, Shin. It is showtime on another... Sorry, my lips are kind of numb. I just got done eating ice cream. It is showtime on another My Hero Twisting World. And today... Well, today is a very special day for the players. Isn't that right, you three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, probably you two right now, because I'm pretty sure Cole isn't here.
Yippee!
No, he was just here. Whatever.
Nope.
He just left again. Amazing.
He's never started, though.
Well, don't worry about that, because today, these idiots are getting into UA. That's right. Today, they're finally going to school and getting a proper education. Ain't that right?
Just like Mommy always wanted me to.
Yes. Speaking of mothers, your mothers are quite the big influence. But today, today we will be starting with the bus driver. You guys ever like your bus drivers in school? I know some of you actually went to school properly.
I didn't talk to them.
You see, in America, we employ very, 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 very odd people to drive our children around the place. Isn't that right, Cole? Yes. So,
I suppose it's not entirely incorrect.
So, let us begin. We start today with a shine, if you would. There is an opening. We get our normal standard opening, and then we get into the actual episode itself. Panning up from a very large city, we see this blue, beautiful sky. The rain has cleared mostly over the next few hours, and the next day finally rolls in. It's a bit harsh, but luckily enough, the bus is actually here taking you guys outside of Seattle. While Seattle itself is a hellish rainy scape as the second day of the competition starts, that's none of your concern anymore. You guys are already finished. Congrats.
Thanks.
You guys are done. And now you're being shipped off to Alcatraz Island.
No.
I thought that wasn't where we were actually heading.
Sorry. My analogies caught up with me. What I mean is prison.
Prison.
Nah, not quite prison, but it is. Trust me, it's close enough. As one of you once said, it'll teach you to be the greatest hero of all time. If you survive. So, first we see Adam Seraphim, the most notoriously present of all of the players.
Yeah.
Adam, you aren't taking the bus. You're not that poor. You got a car.
Yeah. Very nice car. Very nice car that I want to make sure that I have with me while I'm at fucking school.
Unfortunately, it's going to take you a while to get there. In total, the drive is going to take 14 hours.
Yeah, I can have that time. Don't worry.
How?
Highways and not following speeding limits.
I was about to say speeding.
Man's about to take
Speeding
the
gets you
interstate
everywhere faster.
Going 120.
Well, okay, consider this, right? I did that math on
Back
Google
roads going
Maps.
100.
I did that math on Google Maps from a straight line from there to there at 80 miles an hour, so it'll probably take you around 14, actually, even on the highways, but it doesn't matter. Google Maps is not reliable. I'd estimate about 14 if you just don't care about traffic laws or speed limits with your Hellhound license plate.
Don't you guys know about the Ferrari rule?
always ram a Ferrari off the side of the road with your semi?
What the fuck?
Sorry. That's just what I assumed you meant.
Also, to be fair, it's not a Ferrari, it's a Lamborghini.
Yes.
Ah, sorry, Lamborghini.
Okay.
My mistake. A different rich car.
Remember,
Yeah.
if you're in a semi and you see a Ferrari or a Lamborghini,
Hit
those
it.
things are really light and they're usually going really fast, so you'll get some really good fireworks. I'm not saying you should incite violence in public, but what I am saying is if they own one,
They got enough money to buy another.
yeah. We're already saying kill the rich in this episode. I'm gonna have to age restrict this part. So,
Oh wow, we got age restricted. I wonder why.
of course, things you guys say are pretty fucked up. So,
Nuh-uh.
yes.
Hey, I've never said a
I
fucking
would
bad
just-
thing in my fucking life. God damn it.
I would
That's
just
a
like
lie.
to point out
Yeah.
you were the one who incited this.
I'm a VTuber, I have an excuse. Okay, so. Where was I? Oh, yes. The drive. So. The drive over here is kind of fucked up. While you're driving through a good bit of rain, you're also driving through all of Oregon. And that's not even a joke. So let me describe the Golden Coast to you. Or is it the Emerald Coast? It's the Emerald Coast, yes. Let me describe the Emerald Coast to you. So, at first you're in Washington. The rain is pretty heavy. They got the roof on. Eve sits next to you. She shakes like a leaf throughout most of the entire drive.
Fucking why?
She is nervous. Eve is also dressed in a very unique outfit, but continue what you were gonna say.
Every now and again, whenever I look over and I see her shaking, I'm just gonna like reach behind me and pull out like a fucking candy bar and hand it to her.
This fucking guy.
She happily eats it. It only curves her worries for a short time, and she says, "Oh, it's just concerning." So, Eve here is wearing some odd outfit. So she is wearing a pair of dragon scale gauntlets with a huge ass claymore. Like a claymore. Like the sword, a Dark Souls style claymore. Specifically, she is wielding the Great Lord's great sword.
Hello?
A Celtic style claymore.
Okay.
Ah! He's
Oh,
dead.
he died.
Oh, he's so dead. Well,
Oh, he fell down some stairs.
he fell down some stairs. Unfortunately, he's not Cole over here. He doesn't have a barrier.
I'm.
Ah, he's alive. Damn it.
Ah.
Lightning strikes you. You're dead. So,
Yeah, that's what fucking the Heroes Association wishes would happen.
yeah, the Heroes Association has the ability to control the weather.
I don't put it past them.
Okay. Fair enough. So, with that, Adam, you continue driving. Now, you can go pretty quick. Let's break this into hours. The first hour, you kind of get out of the rain and you get into that sunlight. It is beachfront property all the way. Despite the bad reputation that Washington, Oregon, and especially California has for wildfires, the place is still beautiful. I don't gotta say that. The place is still a beautiful location. I'm sure you know, correct?
Yes.
It's basically beachfront property you're driving down. It's the kind of place that you would want to live after retiring. And not only that, ever since they chlorinated the ocean, it especially looks really good.
Sorry, the fuck did you just say that they did?
Never mind. That's not real. That was a joke. They didn't chlorinate the ocean. They haven't quite found out how to do that yet. So,
That would kill literally so much of the fucking planet.
yeah, plus the Japanese wouldn't survive. They love their seafood. Neither would the Spanish. Spanish people wouldn't survive. No, they have pork. Yeah, they have pork. They would live. But you know what wouldn't? I wouldn't. I couldn't live without seafood. How about you guys? Go on.
I like seafood. It's not bad.
Good.
I enjoy,
I love seafood.
sushi.
Sushi's my favorite food.
Good.
Like,
bec-
like some cod and some shrimp.
Good, because that's all you're going to be eating, trust me. So, you'll find out why in a sec. There are a shit ton of fat. The reason I brought this up is because during this, like, 14-hour drive, there's pretty much only seafood places in your way. And McDonald's. And Mighty Burger. So that's pretty much it. There are not a whole lot of places that actually serve any diverse foods. And thanks to Eve's particular palate, she is especially difficult to serve because she only wants things that are uncannily, traumatizingly sweet. To a point of
And
almost
that's why I
disgust.
have a bag of fucking candy bars behind my seat.
Fucking Kit Kat bars.
Kit Kats, fucking Twix, fucking Hershey bars, just straight up Hershey bars.
Really?
And-
Really?
Yeah,
We're not
Hershey
gonna say
bars.
Snickers.
Snickers isn't very good.
You're not you when you're hungry.
See, I just don't like Snickers that much because I'm not a big nuts fan.
Oh yeah, you like nuts, bud. Don't worry about that.
You might not like nuts, but I tell you who does. I love me some peanuts. Yeah,
This
peanut
is the dude
butter.
who puts fucking peanut butter on fucking pizza.
Yeah, they're so good. Peanut butter is so good. I put it on liver if I could, but I can't buy any liver. I have to rip it out. Oh, we'll get to that in the Naruto campaign next session, though. Don't worry. So,
Hey.
let me tell you what happens. Going through this, when you eventually reach Oregon and have to cross the border, well, some unfortunate things happen. First of all, Eve asks you a question.
What does she ask?
She says, "Do you think we're gonna die here?"
In the school or in the car right now on the way to the school?
In the school.
It's highly unlikely. Like, I'd put it down to at least like a 20% chance of ever happening.
Okay, that makes me feel 30% more comfortable.
Yeah, like, I mean, after the bullshit that happened with the Japan branch fucking few years back, you know, of UA, if the American branch hasn't gotten their shit together, I'm pretty sure, you know, here society as a whole is kind of just fucked.
We should be safe, yeah. Why do we do this?
What, become heroes?
It seems to be some sort of sickly obsession with our cynical minds to idolize those who may not be worth idolizing at all. Perhaps it is us who are the villains.
Well, to be fair, the people I idolize are my mother and myself, because I'm fucking awesome. And you too, I guess, a little bit. Mainly because I don't know too many other people that I talk to on a regular basis that can just drop a fucking tower with a punch. Seriously, that was just out of left field. That was fucking awesome. But
I got no other ideas at the time, you see.
still, you dropped a fucking tower with a punch.
Well,
Credit where credit's due. But beside that, you want to be a hero to, I'm assuming, show your father how much you've improved with your quirk and, you know, show him that you can also be a hero like him.
a couple more reasons to do with my father, but yes.
Yeah. Well, you haven't really told me too much about your relationship with him. I don't want to overstep boundaries here, but, you know.
I haven't? I guess I really haven't. We rarely talk about our parents other than the fact that your mother is always busy. Is she still in Japan, by the way?
She was the last time I checked. I called her and actually woke her up to get ready for her show that she was almost going to be late to. So, there's that. And while she is busy, every now and again I do get to go see her. Visit her concerts and shit.
Well,
Plus, it's also awesome that I get to go use her recording studio.
well, you see, she looks all the way out into the window, into like the rising sun, and the long sort of beautiful beach next to her, and she says, I don't have the best relationship with my father. I want to prove to him that my father has a very standard way of thinking about things. So much so that it costed him part of his stomach and part of his liver. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it kind of sucks, But, injuries in the line of duty of heroes kind of come as they are. Wait. Why didn't he get it, repaired? I'm pretty sure there's a couple of healing heroes out there.
He did. But it wasn't that's the issue. He didn't get them hurt in some kind of fight or anything. He had an ulcer, and part of his liver shut down.
What, did he just refuse to go to a fucking hospital?
For a good while, yeah. His insurance would take care of it, but he always said that a man should be able to stand on his own 2 feet without working organs.
As she says that, I kind of, put the car into fucking cruise control and then just, look at her for a second, really?
Yeah.
I focused back up on the road. I'm just like, okay, I understand a man with principles. It's a good thing to have. But when that principle starts actually fucking killing you, that's the point where you need someone else to step in and tell you, what the fuck are you doing?
She grabs a hold of the sword, the very end of it, and kind of holds it between her legs and her chest, and kind of starts twirling it on the top of her finger. And she says, my father wanted a boy really badly.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm guessing this is the whole wanted a son, got a daughter, and now thinks that the daughter's not strong enough to do shit that a guy can do kind of thing.
Yeah, father had a traditional way of looking at things. He believed that I should probably be inside and just get a husband as quickly as possible. He didn't think I was as durable as I truly am.
Fuck that noise, you are one sturdy-ass bitch!
I know, but he doesn't believe that.
Well, you're in UA now, and you're gonna prove that dickbag that you're fucking way tougher than he thought.
That's what I'm worried about.
What, you think he's gonna try and pull you out of UA?
No, I'm worried what'll happen if he realizes the truth. That I'm not just some defenseless girl.
I mean, hopefully he would see that as, you taking initiative and choosing your own path, not, dictate, falling into fucking... At this point, I'm guessing, century-old stereotypes, holy shit.
Yeah, I know. His father treated him the same way, though. He was nasty. That old man died, though. Oh, I guess I never told you about my grandfather. My grandfather was one of the nastiest people on Earth. I would call him a villain if he actually did anything useful for society. But at least villains provide entertainment.
Odd way of looking at that, but not entirely wrong, so yeah.
My grandfather, I had a cat one time. His name was Cuddles. He hated that name. He said it should have been... I don't even remember what he said, but he hated that cat so much that every time he was in the field, he'd spray it with the hose.
Okay, dick move.
That was a power washer, remember?
Jesus Christ, alright, super dick move.
He fed my duck to a fox one time. Too bad he died of lung cancer. Or maybe that was a good thing.
I'm assuming that was also refusing medical attention.
Yeah, he smoked cigars for his entire life since he was young. Specifically, like, some weird-ass, like, cigars you can't even get in the United States. Some, like, Southeast Asian cigars made in some, like, company near India. But, yeah, he was a massive asshole. He died when I was very young. Yeah, it was shortly
Well, at
after
least you didn't
I
have to
met
deal
you.
with him for fucking long then.
Yeah, I had to deal with him, but slightly better, as in my father. What about you?
What about your mother?
Well, my mother? Oh, well, I guess I never actually talk about my mother. In fact, I think I've interacted with your mother more than I've interacted with my mother. Mother bailed when I was young. Kind of. She died, but she kind of bailed beforehand. There were birth problems with me. Mother almost died in birth with me.
So I'm assuming she was like, this kid almost fucking killed me, I don't want to be near it.
No, that wasn't the big issue. It was believed she was dead in birth with me, but they ended up bringing her back and she was fine, but I most of the time just tell people that she died in birth with me because that's about the influence she had on my life. When I turned 5, her and father had a bit of a money problem. I don't really remember what. By what my uncle tells me, apparently she wasn't happy with the amount that her and him were making yearly. Something about her making more than him, and she ended up moving out.
And then what? She like died or something?
She died in a cocaine overdose.
Yeah, that typically, if someone has a rich palate, cocaine is
An issue.
the big hitter there.
She died in a cocaine overdose shortly afterwards. I believe a year or so afterwards. I never knew her. She was odd. I didn't even inherit her quirk either. I just got father's.
Yeah, you might, we'll awaken aspects of it later down the line. Of course, they're fucking weird. The more you train them, the weirder they get. Fuck, there's motherfuckers out there who have, like, spray bottles for fucking heads and shit. Not even sure how that's anatomically fucking possible.
Don't worry about it. Genetics are weird. You want to know what her quirk was?
Fuck it, yeah.
She was uncannily good at math. Like, she could solve a math problem before you finished writing it down.
That's kind of fucking lame, dude.
No, you don't fully understand. When I say she's good at math, she was really good at math, including statistics and probabilities of things happening.
Oh, fuck, dude! Oh, that would have been so cool if you had that then! We could have hit the lottery like every fucking time.
That's how she made most of her money.
I mean, that's fucking the best way. That and bets. Bets would also be good, but you would probably need the stats of both teams.
Indeed. Here's another one for you. So, you know the stock market?
Yeah, no fucking way.
She worked in the stock market.
Oh my fucking god. She just read the spreadsheets and was able to predict where the fucking pathways were gonna go.
Yep, that's how she made so much money.
Doesn't it technically count as like fucking insider trading?
Well, it's a quirk, so there's no actual laws written against it. It just says that you can't activate a quirk while in the building or on the premises, but it's a mutation quirk.
Can't turn it off. Okay.
I fucking hate that quirk.
Yeah, but just imagine if you did have it, you would be able to like do a complex calculation in your head to punch someone so hard that they would fucking die and you would cook them perfectly.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but it feels like it'd be a really big headache. I know how Uncle has it. You know the stereotypical tinfoil hat person?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my uncles. That's one of them. My other uncle has like some weird variant of it where he can like predict something about gravity. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what I'm afraid of. I think I'm afraid of change.
Well, not everything's changing. You still got me. We're still gonna be the dynamic duo, partners in crime.
You realize
Plus,
we're in
you also have
different
to help me
classes,
whenever
right?
What?
You realize we're in different classes, right? I could be shanking you in the next 4 days.
It doesn't matter if we're in separate classes or not. You're still my go-to.
Sounds good, Adam. I hope they give us this week off.
If that fucking orientation's anything to go by, they're probably going to give us the basic rundown of how everything's gonna go, and then fucking throw us into some dumbass bullshit of like, oh hey, here's a battle trial where you have to fucking fight your classmates right off rip.
I was hearing rumors. Someone in my class said they were going to send us to something called the quarantine zone.
What the fuck is that?
Goro said that they were going to send us to quarantine zones. It was some kind of... it's a place in New Zealand. It's some kind of place where it has, like, some really bad weather. I don't know.
What? Is it, like, permanently stuck in, like, super shit weather?
Basically. Something about a constant hurricane.
God damn.
Yeah, it sounds pretty bad, but Goro was telling it there. Does your class have a group chat?
I actually don't know. If they do, I don't think I got added to it.
Because I'm in the Type B tryhards. She says, looking at her phone. Oh. Speaking of phones, what the fuck, man? Why didn't you answer me last night?
Dude, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I didn't even realize that my phone fucking died.
How's your phone dead? You had it on charge the entire time.
Yeah, you remember that fucking goo that was making all the shit in the simulation, whatever?
Yeah.
Still haven't gotten my fucking charging port and just fucking wouldn't let it charge. Apparently that shit's non-conductive.
It's non-conductive. Huh, that's...
we should probably make note of that for later, because I guarantee you they're gonna do something stupid with it.
Again, at some point, yes, probably. As you guys go. And then there's a really loud boom above you. Just this really loud... and the noise of something breaking the sound barrier. As you see...
What the fuck?
a flying school bus. And then another one. And then 5 more. Fucking ripping through the sky into the distance. They don't even have wings.
It's like, bro, what the fuck? That's their buses? That's so fucking... Actually, that is kind of cool. I will admit, that is cool.
How the fuck is it flying? It doesn't have... It's just a school bus.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's fucking a quirk of the bus driver, but at this point, I don't even fucking know anymore.
Bus
Aerodynamics
Armada.
on the thing must be awful.
Bus Armada. Du, 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 du. She says, "That's if that was my quirk, I'd probably work in the school system too."
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck? As we zoom away from that, 2 hours earlier. Cole, are you ready to be poor and not drive yourself there?
Yep.
Awesome.
About to go on the fucking magic school bus. Buckle up, motherfucker. Bus, do your stuff.
Fucking... it reminds me of that like video of that bus crash.
Bro, what the fuck?
With the magic school bus theme over it.
Oh my god, I know exactly what the one that goes over the cliff.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
It's
horrible.
like cruising on down, and it fucking just goes flying. I love the edit that they did where it's that and it's blasting as soon as it jumps off, but as it's going down and going farther away, it gets softer.
You know what's funny? No one is injured during that.
I'm pretty sure it was just like...
A stunt.
Yeah, it was a stunt bus that they just sent off.
It was a stunt. Oh my god. So, here's the crazy part.
Alright,
You get up.
I'll be right back because I want to go get something to snack on.
Alright, sounds good. You get up, Cole. Cole,
Yes.
you have your things packed and you're ready. Your father greets you at the door. My boy.
Yeah. This door of this random bar that we rented out the back room for.
Yes. He says, my boy. Remember, I will teach you the one thing a man has to always remember in his life. You ever heard of this really cool guy? Way back in the day. Called Deku.
You mean the one the biggest hero in the world, of course.
Yeah, that guy. Pretty cool guy, I hear. Well,
Met him.
I've never met him. Well,
He is pretty cool.
have you met him?
Yeah. Well,
Technically not.
I mean, an interpretation of him, I guess.
That is true. I've technically met him once, but
It's
not
close.
really.
It's close enough.
I was on a... Kid, remember, bureaucracy is a bad thing. Want to hear how I met Deku? He says, leaning against the doorway, tapping his chin while tapping his foot at the same time, sweating.
Sure.
Your mother and I were on this dinner date at some weird-ass place. It was like some, Japanese fusion, super expensive fucking dining place.
Mm-hmm.
It was a work meeting that she dragged me to. Because she didn't want to be alone, and she was married, so obviously she brought me along. Well, married. At the time we technically weren't, but whatever. So I only saw him, I didn't actually speak to him, but he sat at a table right next to me. He was like uncannily kind. Just the most despicable kind of kindness you could imagine. Your mother hated him, but he has some good life lessons that I want you to remember. Stay vigilant. Have a realistic personality, even if he doesn't follow them himself half the time. And also, stay safe. Okay.
I will. Speaking of Mom, did she? How did she ever tell you how she became a hero? Like, did she go through UA?
She did actually, yes.
Hmm.
Well, not the UA that you know. She was an exchange student a while ago in Japan.
Ah.
It was a really long time ago, but she was. She was part of one of the lower classes at the time and hadn't fully mastered her quirk. She was odd. She showed me pictures. She looked really weird. Her quirk distorted light. Before she learned to control it. Either way, enough stalling. I wish I had something to give you, or something of hers that I could give you, but I don't. There was nothing found that was left, so I have something of mine to give you. Something I used to play with as a kid. It used to bring me comfort, and something that I know got me through high school pretty well. And the one thing that turned me down from being a hero and made me reconsider if I should just go to college. He gives you a broken pocket watch. I don't know if it'll work for you, but take it.
Yeah, sure, thanks.
It doesn't work unless you amp a lot of electricity into it.
Huh. Weird. I wonder what that is. Is it just missing a battery?
It doesn't take batteries. Good luck, he
Can't
says,
look at
opening
it.
the door. It's like an
Huh.
antique pocket watch from like 100 years ago.
It doesn't run off batteries. What does it run off then?
It is a wind-up clock, by what you can tell. You wind it up for 12-hour segments. It's supposed to be some like gimmick or some toy or something, but it's clearly well made. Definitely by a Swedish watchmaker as well. So, you set off. It's not too far, just outside the city. Your family waves you goodbye from this bar as you step into the dingy and dirty alleyway and begin making your way there. David picks you up in his van. You know, the eyesore.
Yep.
He picks you up and he says, "Oh boy, we're getting on a bus. You guys ready to get on a bus?"
Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah, Krista
UA,
says.
here we come.
Yeah, UA. Totally. We should probably be careful, but yes.
Does any of us actually know where we're going?
I
Where
do,
is-
Blame
David
MHA.
says. I looked it up on Google Maps. He revs the engine twice, and I do not have enough money to drive this thing all the way there. So, we're just gonna drive it to the bus. By the way, I installed some hydraulics and some underglow and some mist. So we're gonna get there in style.
Is that the reason why you can't drive it there? Because you spent all your money on pumping your ride?
No, it's also like a 17-hour drive. And this thing guzzles diesel.
Of course,
Wait,
it goes off of diesel.
It runs off of diesel?
Yeah, an electric engine wouldn't pull this thing around. Plus, I actually save a lot of money from utilities and expenses. He says with a smile, cheating the economy. Let's go, he says, revving this thing forwards. Rev, rev. The car revs, rev, rev. As you pull
20
forwards.
bucks.
20 bucks?
$20 right there.
Yes.
every time he revs that engine, $20 right there.
20 bucks. As you pull off, it's slightly outside the city in a parking lot outside of a Walmart. You see 3 buses with about 50 people surrounding them. Each bus can hold about 30. And inside of these buses are some of the people already. People are kind of getting checked in. There's a small table in front of these 3 buses where a woman kind of checks people in, making sure they have their pass and everything. David hops out the back and says to the crowd, beautiful people, thank you all so much for being my classmates. Now, if you'll excuse me, he says, walking to the front of the line, I need to get on the bus. Krista says next to you. David. Krista says, he's particularly odd this evening. She looks at you. Don't you think?
He's on ketamine.
Does seem a bit... Oh, I want to say...
Eccentric?
Pompous? But not an asshole kind of pompous. He just seems like he's...
Stupid?
Excited.
That one too.
Really trying to drag David down here, aren't you?
He's been up all night.
I mean, that's normal.
He said he was gonna try and get some sleep. Now, if I know David, he's doing the classical David thing and hiding his worries and emotions behind a massive personality. But currently it's taking up too much space on the fucking bus. Let's go. She says, getting in line.
Yep. Cole will follow.
The last person quietly exits the fucking van. Carson stands behind you, tapping her fingers together. As you guys slowly shorten the line. Grayskull, are you there?
Fuck no.
Yes, I've been here the whole time.
Alright, Grayskull, you ready to get in line?
Sure.
You go home after that night, get some sleep, and get ready to become great.
I already am great.
About as great as some of the villains in Bleach, I guess. And you act
What does
like
that
one.
mean?
Well, I'm just saying you
No, I
act a
don't.
little bit like Jack.
How?
You know how. Just saying how means that you're acting like Jack.
Okay.
You breathe wrong. You're acting like Jack.
Yeah, I'm just saying I could see you killing the entire universe, sucking out its snuff, and using it for some other stuff. So,
You're using terminology that
no
every
one
person watching-
understands.
Nobody understands.
No fucking clue.
Hey, listen, audience, just roll with it, alright? So,
It would take too long.
it'd take too long to explain, that is true. So, you get up the next morning, and someone is in your house that you're probably not expecting.
The mom.
It's your mother.
Mom.
As you
How
wake
the
up,
fuck is she back, but mine's still in Japan?
because she caught a flight the first thing to America to be here for him.
Yeah, my mom cares about me. Unlike your mom. Whoops.
Isn't
Damn.
Damn. Okay.
Well, my
moving-
mom makes money, so
My mom makes the same amount of money, you moron. They work at the
actually
same
no,
hand.
she doesn't.
You...
his mother actually gets claims to what they work on. Your mother just gets paid a wage. But here's the thing:
I don't care.
your mother.
You don't got a
actually has
ring, bitch.
Damn. Fair enough.
I
Either
could
way.
get one of those rings in a fucking
Well, then go
day.
get it. Go get it. Go do it then. Because I don't see this ring on your finger.
Damn.
This
What are
very
you, a
expensive
married
ring on your
woman?
finger.
What the
Handmade.
fuck?
Handmade, encrusted with gold diamonds.
You see this
For a
ring
person
right
who
here?
didn't even want you, congratulations.
They're
see this-
dead. What do you mean, person that didn't want me?
They should have been alive.
That's literally not. Don't worry. I'm gonna kill your mom, and then I'm gonna
Damn.
tell you to your face that she didn't care about you.
Damn.
I'm
Damn.
gonna
So
kill your mom. That doesn't sound like a hero.
yeah, I was about to say.
Listen,
don't worry. I'm gonna
sometimes-
kill your
You're
mom.
already on their fucking hit list. Keep talking like that. Find out what happens.
Yeah. Okay, pal.
Fuck it. I'm gonna kill your mom. Damn. Okay. Well, that aside, you get moving. You get everything packed, and you find her downstairs in the kitchen making you breakfast, and she says, "Hey, hun,
Hello.
sit down.
Oh.
It's time for the birds and bees talk.
I know about that.
Not that. The real talk."
What does that mean?
She serves you a stack of 4 pancakes.
Pancakes. I like waffles better.
She just looks at you. Trades your
I
plate with
spit.
She trades your plate with hers that has 4 waffles on it.
What a great mother.
She grabs a bottle of sriracha sauce and sprinkles it on the pancakes.
Sriracha? Yeah. You're not my mom.
Yeah, sriracha sauce. A lot of people do it. She sprinkles some on the pancakes, then covers them in peanut butter, and dollops them in syrup. How do you like your waffles? Plain?
Butter and syrup like a normal man.
Butter and syrup. Speaking of man, she says, "So today's the day you grow up to be from my boy to a man, huh?"
Sure.
Your mother has
moving on.
clearly not slept in over 30 hours.
Okay.
The way she's speaking, her voice is really strained. And she
Wait, she didn't
says,
sleep on the plane ride?
no, she couldn't. She had work to do. And she
Not only
says,
that, the actual plane ride from fucking Japan to California is not very far.
no, it's not that long. It's only a couple hours. You gotta keep in mind, like, a plane ride from Japan to Hawaii is like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, she says, well, hun, everybody knows about your quirk now.
It's I mean, I have a plan for that. But, you know, it's unfortunate. It's a predicament.
I think it's good.
It's horrible.
No, it's good, because, remember, 2 things. First of all, if you meet any girls in there, unless they love you at your worst, they don't deserve you at your best.
Okay.
Second of all, if...
I wouldn't say I'm at my worst. I'm in class 1A, but okay.
Trust me, that school is gonna break you.
Okay.
I know a couple people who went in there.
Okay.
It's absolutely horrible, but you'll get through it. I know you will. So, first of all, she kind of swipes her blonde hair to the right. I'll actually describe your mother properly, as I described it to you briefly before, but I'll describe her properly. She is taller, about 6'3" woman. She's actually taller than that. I believe she has like
I was
some
about to say
crazy
she's way
height.
taller than that. She's like 7'6"
Oh, yeah.
because she has gigantism.
Yeah, her quirk gives... So, her quirk is a singing-based quirk, but I forgot one of the debuffs I gave her randomly, because I assign debuffs randomly when they can fit into a quirk on the chart.
She's 7'6".
She is... Yes, you are right. She is 7'6". She is way taller than I remember.
I wrote it down.
Because if your mother didn't have that, she would be 6'1".
One of the only things he's ever written down.
Yeah, my mother's height.
Because if
And
your mother
her
didn't...
extremely weird name, Gazer Joshua Lever. That is
Yes.
a woman, by the way.
Gazer. Their name is Gazer,
Joshua, that's her middle name.
but it's a normal Celtic middle name.
Okay. Sure.
What? Gazer's a normal Celtic first name.
Okay.
Is she Celtic?
Her family is, yes. Well, it's not technically pronounced Gazer, but whatever. Actually, I say Gazer. So, if your mother did not have gigantism, she would be 6'1", but I forgot she actually has a debuff on her quirk. She's 7'6", long blonde hair, dark green eyes, I believe. Yes, I'm reading the description now for the third time. This is the first time I've done this campaign, if you couldn't tell. Dark green eyes. She has a broader sort of jaw and has a very confident stance to her. And she looks at you. She's also wearing like a business suit right now that looks to be like incredibly just frayed. Like she hasn't taken it off in hours. And she says, "Hun, I love you. No matter what, I always will. Just please stay safe.
I'm gonna be fine.
And I want you to remember something. Okay?
What's that?
Something that you already know, but I'm going to tell you again, just to nail it into your mind. If you die..."
I'm selling your stuff.
"I'm not a mom anymore. Okay?
Okay.
You will not die. Understand?"
Okay.
I know you don't understand me, and you may never, unless you're some really strange form of father to your children, if you ever have any, but you have no idea how important it is to me that you're my child and that I love you. Now, it's a very dangerous job and a very dangerous place you're getting into. And I just want you to be prepared for that. Okay?
Hey, I'm well prepared. I pull out my 9 bottles of tea. I am well prepared.
Are you a friend
I'm
of
ready.
Are you a friend of Ginseng, son?
No, I bought these. It's about $500.
Who the fuck is ginseng?
Who the
Oh,
fuck is ginseng?
Ginseng is the person who makes those. I'm sponsored by him.
You should talk to that man for me. I know he's got a couple more flavors that I don't have here, and I'm willing to buy them for premium price.
Some of those things contain dangerous ingredients.
I know. I know.
Like, I'm pretty sure the sour grape one contains, like, some hydrodized or hydrogen or something like that.
Listen, it's fine. It's edible.
Suppose it is when he uses his quirk on it, but,
Exactly.
just be careful, okay? There are a lot of people and a lot of women in this world who would kill to have a son or any sort of child at all. And you're mine. So if you die, I don't have that fucking privilege anymore to be a parent to somebody. So don't fucking die. That's pretty much all I want to tell you, okay?
You know there's other kids, right?
There are other kids, but you are mine. You're not literally mine, but you are my son.
Okay.
Alright. Now that we've had this talk, I will miss you while you're gone.
I'll try to come home as much as possible.
Please
No.
don't.
Why?
You have to focus on your studies and keeping safe.
Yeah, but for like spring break and stuff.
No, for spring break, I want you in a classroom studying.
That's not how that works.
Do it anyways.
You think I need summer school?
Well, kinda, yeah. Listen, I want
What
you to
the
be
hell?
safe.
She
Remember,
just called you slow.
what did the greatest sniper of all time once say?
I shot him through the scope of his sniper.
No.
The only thing I feel from killing somebody is the recoil of my rifle.
No. Simo once said that the reason he is so good with a rifle is not natural skill, and it is not prayer. It is practice.
Yeah.
So you better be practicing your ass off in that school, okay?
Well, yeah. I'm literally putting my life on the line.
Or I swear I'm gonna practice my fist against the back of your head.
I think that would do more harm than good, literally and physically.
It never hurt you before.
It has.
Yeah, you're right.
I still got a dent back there.
You're right. You don't have a fucking dent. Shut up.
I feel it sometimes in my sleep. It aches.
Shut up. You don't have a dent. I only hit you twice, and you were being a real
Yeah,
asshole
and
at
each
the time.
time you've got big ass hands, lady.
I don't have big hands. Shut the
They
hell
carry
up.
weight.
My hands are average size for my size.
You're like 300 pounds.
Ugh.
Dude, you just called your own mom fat.
Ugh.
No, I didn't. She's 7'6". 300
Calling
looks
your
like a
mom
normal
fat.
body. It's
What
like
a-
a normal
what a
body
son.
weight. That is like a normal body weight for somebody who is 7'6".
And she says, well, yes, I must admit that I'm particularly chunky, but my hands are not large. I don't have fucking... She puts a hand on your face and it covers up your entire face, and she
I was
says,
about to say, exactly. You hit my entire head. You hit the circumference of my head when you punched me.
maybe you got a point. Listen, you were being a real asshole at the time. What can I say? You wouldn't leave the park. And I had to make an example in front of all the other parents.
None
Okay.
of which said anything.
None of which said a damn thing.
But you know I love you. So don't die. And also, whatever you do, don't go to Japan.
Listen, I'll be fine. My tea will save me in any scenario, just like it did in there.
That
It was-
stuff has hydrolyzed crank in it.
You think I care?
Just don't lose your teeth.
It's my body. I get to consume as much drugs as I want.
You're right.
They're legal.
I suppose they are when inside of that tea, yes. But
Oh
just
yes,
do
like
it.
I said, you should help me get the other 3 flavors.
I'll send them to you on your birthday.
Thank you, thank you,
I'll talk to Ginseng. He sponsors me.
thank you. That is much appreciated.
Just don't try the red ones.
I won't try it. I'll only use them in the heat of battle when they're most necessary.
Then you won't have to. Oh,
Yeah.
is there anything else I gotta talk to you about? I think I know one. So, I wouldn't be a good parent if I didn't say this, but, first of all, remember to study, remember to keep all of your friends close and make new friends, and speaking of making new friends, keep it wrapped up.
I'm not
Or a
putting. I'm not going to. Hey, best case scenario. I don't increase the amount of people living on this planet. I decrease them.
That is true, but if you don't, I will wrap you in a burial shroud.
Listen. I'm focusing on my studies and fighting crime. I ain't got time for pussy.
Sounds good, hun. So long as you know that. That's all I care about. Alright. I haven't been asleep in 47 hours, so...
Hold on.
I'm about to pass out.
Hold on.
What?
What do you know about this ring? The only item I have in my inventory besides the teas.
She yawns
Nice.
and looks at it and says, "Oh, the ring. I've seen you have it before. It was the only thing you pretty much had when you moved in here."
Yeah, it was my mom's.
I could probably take a look at it for you. You never really let me touch it, she says, taking it and looking at it. A lot of the other girls have rings like this.
Oh, in your band?
Yeah, I think Frankie could actually... Hold on. She goes over to the window and yells, "Hey, Frankie! Get in here! Yeah, I know you're gardening. Get the hell in here."
What the hell?
Who the fuck's Frankie?
Hold on, Frankie's coming. Okay, so Frankie comes in. Now I need to describe this man properly. Frankie... So...
For those of you at home, whenever he does that, it's a very flamboyant character.
Kind of. Frankie here is based on someone from the JJK campaign.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
By the way,
Oh, no.
that same person in the JJK campaign is also the same person who has the eyesore in that campaign. Yes, there are multiple eyesores. There's one in every campaign. So... imagine the 90s fighting the 80s, and the 80s refuses to die.
And the 80s says, "Give me back my eyesore."
Frankie is a half American, half like Korean man. Hard to tell. He has
Is American a race now?
Pretty much. It's been 200 years, bro. He's got like dark black hair. You can't see his eye color, but he probably has like blue or green eyes because he's got a pair of like super reflective hippie sunglasses on. He's got like a short jacket with like a bright neon colored t-shirt on and like a short leather jacket with like leather pants and like Crocs with socks. The socks and Crocs are both neon brightly colored. The leather he's wearing also is like super reflective, like Mr. Dream's outfit.
Oh.
This guy has more scars than Yamamoto. He's got scars all across his entire body.
Scars for days? Scars for days.
He's got a doctor's bag on him and a pair of hedge clippers in his hand.
Okay.
And he says, "Hey, you, what's up? Hey, kiddo, nice to meet ya. The name's Frankie. What can I do for ya?"
There's
What?
a lot to unpack there.
What is going on?
Frankie here's been around for about 100 years. So,
Okay.
do you know anything about this ring? She says, holding it up. Let me check. He says, taking it. Oh yeah, I've seen one of these before.
Okay.
Not this one specifically, but yeah, these are like quirk rings from like some country in Sweden. Yeah, some like place over near Sweden or something.
Wait. So the guy who
Might
I
have been
found
Germany.
out. Okay. Yeah, that was where this one was made. The guy who married my mom made this ring for her.
He takes his sunglasses off and looks at it. His eyes are mismatched. He has heterochroma.
Heterochromia?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
He looks at them and says,
Wow.
huh. The maker's mark on it seems to be legitimate. And the thing is banded properly. It's a wedding ring.
Yeah. He gave it as the engagement ring.
Engagement ring, eh? Makes sense too. I don't know this one's exact history, but I could probably find out.
If you could, that would be greatly appreciated.
Only if your mother does something for me.
Oh, what will she do?
I want her to increase my pay for trimming her hedges.
I don't like the way that sounds.
Alright, fine, you'll get double this week. Who the fuck put a white box on the map?
Yo, mama.
What?
Who the fuck just put a white box on the map? Oh, that's a Roll20 engagement thing. I don't care. Roll20. Never mind. He says, hey, thanks, kiddo. You just got me $400 more. Ayo.
Oh my gosh, you pay him $400 a week?
No, monthly. He trims the hedges, redoes all
Oh.
the sound equipment, and does all my audio filing.
That's not bad.
He's one of our stage guys. Hey, I'll see you at your funeral, kiddo.
Okay.
Do you want to
Yeah,
be...
what are you?
Hey, I'm fucking dead.
Huh?
Check it out. He cuts his own head off with the hedge clippers.
Huh?
His head rolls onto the ground and his body collapses. He does not bleed. His flesh is made out of what looks like rubber. There's no blood vessels in his spine.
Oh, is
What
he like
the-
one of the first, like, fucking, immortal quirk users?
No, this is just David's great-great-great-grandpa.
Yeah, totally. No.
David doesn't bleed.
No, he does. He does. As his head says, there we go. What do you think?
What is wrong with you?
Hey, Gazer, could you put my head back on? She grabs his head and puts it back onto his shoulders as it slowly reattaches itself by what looks like multiple worms that come out of the stump of his neck.
Oh.
Multiple red and black ringed worms that reconnect, and he says, see? I'm dead! I woke up in my grave one day. Went to the doctor. He said I had a quirk that kept me alive. Pretty cool.
It's crazy. Okay.
I died in a car crash.
Okay.
Gazer says, I thought you died of cancer. Whatever. It's a new thing every week.
He can't remember.
Legitimately.
Each time he cuts his head off, he dies of a new thing.
Indeed. So, I hear you're going to UA, kid.
Yep, class 1A.
Oh boy, class 1A. That's full of all those tryhards.
Yeah.
You're such a
And
noob.
Sarah.
You're such a noob. That Sarah kid is one hell of a soy boy.
I gave him 2
Oh god, he's trying to use slang that he doesn't understand.
I would not use the word soy boy to talk about Sarah.
I don't understand. I'm trying to use some words that I hear were used a while ago, back in my day.
Oh
Even
my
though-
gosh, back at the 2100.
Yeah, back in the 21. Let me tell you, we used to use words like jerk.
23rd century. What?
A term back from my day was urine jerkin. In jerkin was supposed to mean like you're being a real asshole. You're being really mean to someone unnecessarily.
You're really jerking over there.
You're really in jerkin.
You're okay.
I don't feel like these words mean what he thinks they do.
I don't think these words mean what he thinks.
And
they
he
do
starts to fucking laugh while putting his hand on the table.
Can I get my information now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Sorry. I'll send it to your email, he says, taking a deep breath.
Okay.
Huh? He looks down at his foot in the crock and he says, "That fucking cat ran off with my big toe again." He runs out.
Oh, what the?
I've been waiting to introduce that character for so fucking long. You better get used to him because he works with your mother.
He works with my mom. It doesn't mean I should meet him much.
Rather
be seeing my mother.
Your mother can become quickly relevant depending on the situation at hand. So, who's ready for a bus ride? Are you a front or back man? Or are you one of those weird people who sits in the middle? Oh, you're in the back. You're in the back.
I immediately go to the back, put in my headphones. Silence.
Yeah, you ride off into the sunset on your Harley.
Yep. I'm hardly in my mind.
Fucking rebel without review code. Okay. Well, your mother will drive you there. There's a very silent car ride.
My mom will drive me.
Yeah.
To the
Oh,
bus
to the bus.
She doesn't. She wants to be with
I was
you.
about to say, yes. My mother, who hasn't slept in 30 hours, gets in the car and drives me another 14 hours.
No, she drives you 10 minutes there and then falls asleep in the parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
She does too. She falls asleep in the car as soon as she turns the air conditioning on full blast and then just falls asleep in the rain inside the car in the back seat. We'll get into that in a second. So,
She's gonna get a cold.
that's a myth. Your mother, by the way,
That doesn't make any sense.
your mother drives a 2023 Toyota Ram.
Camry.
That's a Ram.
Wait, a 2023?
That's one old ass fucking car.
It's a
That
20.
car is 200 years
That's
old.
ancient.
It's not.
Dude,
That's
what
not
the-
made in 2023. It's not
I
made in
was like-
2023.
Oh, okay.
It's a reproduction of the 2023 model.
Okay. I was about to say, holy shit, that's worth like billions.
She drives a bright cherry red truck, specifically.
Cherry red. Not
Full-
salmon pink.
No, cherry red, and it's full of her equipment. The back of it is basically just full of tools.
Okay.
And she says nothing the entire time before you get out, and she falls asleep on the back seat. As you get out, she literally trades places with you, turns the air conditioning on full blast, and you get out. You see the
Okay.
line. It's time to meet the other hilarious character that I created.
I keep those headphones on.
Your fucking bus driver.
I keep those headphones on.
Alright, who's ready for the most accidental thing in existence?
I will give you a quirk that makes you burst into flames. Please do not try me.
He's immune to fire damage.
I will give you a quirk that makes you die.
Damn.
Damn. How much is the death stats effect? That's a good question. So,
All you have to do is be like, yes, it's a transformation quirk. The cost, death.
as you guys get on the bus, you meet the man himself. Allow me to describe your bus driver as you guys kind of file onto the bus. The other buses don't even have people driving them, by the way.
Yeah, I guess so. There was no way that they would have one person, like, I don't know. They would have a different person with the same quirk.
The guy's
In
just
each bus,
he
there's
actually
no need.
isn't a bus driver. He has like no driving skill. He just has a levitation quirk.
Well, that's the thing. He
Picks it
doesn't
up
need
and
to drive,
flies it.
motherfucker. He's flying. There's that much shit in the air.
It's a plane.
No, I imagine like that must be like the worst quirk to have in the U.S. because he's got to go through the entire FAA
No, he does
regulation.
too.
Just
Safety
to
quirk.
drive his car.
So, your bus driver, let me describe this man. He is around 5'2" when he's hunched over. He is constantly hunched, so he's actually probably about 5'7".
Is he a
Okay.
hunchback?
No, he's just hunched over the wheel all the time.
Notre Dame.
You only see him when he's hunched over the wheel, but he's about to stand up. He's got like a tiny short mustache that's only like basically 5 hairs on the right and 5 hairs on the left. He's got long, dirty blonde hair.
They're very thick though, so you can tell that you can see them very easily.
Yes.
Yeah, from all the way in the back.
He's got long, dirty blonde hair. He has a bloodhound cap on. You know what the bloodhound cap is, right?
No.
It's Ted's hat.